YouTube, what's happening? It's your boy T Will with Champion Sports. Welcome back to the show. It is March 25th, and we are going to be going over March Madness locks for March 26th. Tomorrow, Thursday, March Madness coming back. Um, Quick shout out to my boy Triple T getting ready for the game over here, just like all these teams are getting ready to hoop tomorrow. Anyway, March Madness greatness returns. We're gonna give y'all some picks, run through some things, see what we like, and y'all just go ahead and tail it. Stop trying to fade everyone. Go ahead and tail Champion Sports. Follow me below at 10th River CC on X if you don't already. Let's get right into it. So we are approaching the end of the tournament. All teams left have proven they're competent, good college basketball teams, the cream of the crop. I think everybody left is a good team. I don't think there's anybody who's kind of slipped in and got lucky. I mean, it's kind of playing out how a lot of people thought it would play out. Still lots of brackets busted, but for the most part, things seem to kind of track with what I think the majority of people thought was going to happen. So anyway, that being said, I don't think there's any wild cards to look out for. You just gotta judge it straight up analytically and figure out what your play is on each game. So having said that, what we're gonna go with for our first game, we're going to talk about Houston playing against Illinois. Houston's the 2 seed, Illinois is the 3 seed. Illinois is 26-8, Houston is 30-6. So Houston slightly better on paper, slightly higher seed, slightly higher record. Um, the lines for the game I thought were pretty interesting. Gonna give you my thoughts on that in a minute. But just looking at it on the surface, matchup predictor, Houston's got basically a 60% chance to win the game. Then you go over to Ken Palm. Houston is ranked slightly higher than Illinois at number 4. Illinois is number 6. So, on paper, at least everything would seem Houston's going to go, they're going to be the winner. The tricky thing about it, looking at the spread, is so Houston minus 2.5 is minus 112. The money line is minus 162. My original thoughts were, why is the money line like, why are the odds so much worse than the spread, with the spread being so low? I understand the reasoning for it. If you're going to take the money line, you're going to pay for the points. But given that the spread is only minus 112 and the money line's minus 162, it would lead you to believe, so like if the spread's higher, if we got a 10 or a 20, it would make sense for the spread to be a lot better odds than the money line because they have to cover such a large margin. When you have a small spread like minus 2.5, if you think about it, if you believe Houston's going to win, I think the odds are better that they're going to win by more than 2 points if they're going to win at all. So if you were considering taking Houston money line as the winner, you might as well take the minus 2.5. I mean, could it come down to the wire and Houston win by 1 or 2 points exactly? Yeah, it could. But I honestly just think Houston's the better team. I mean, I think it might be Houston by 10, to be honest. 8 to 10 points, realistically, I could see that. Illinois has got stomped in some games where you would think they would have at least played it close. Let's go look at the record. Loss against Alabama, okay. Let's go to the Michigan game. Loss against Michigan, who is ranked 3 at the time. They got beat 84-70, so that's a 14-point margin. And I mean, Michigan's a competent team. That's a good example of it. They played Nebraska close, played Alabama close. I mean, it's not impossible for Illinois to get beat by more than 10 against a good team. Houston has a chance to win it all. I mean, looking at the bracket, I could honestly see final being Houston, Arizona. regardless of whether they make the championship, I don't think this is Houston's last round. I think they're going to win. I think it'll be by somewhat of a comfortable margin. So my play on it would be -2.5 for -112. Um, that's my one lock. Lock that in for Thursday. Garrison's got one more after we talk about the Arkansas game. No pick for the Arkansas game. You know, we're Arkansans, too biased. We're gonna leave the pick out of it, but just to go over the game, I think it's going to be an interesting matchup. So Arkansas is the 4 seed, Arizona's number 1, obviously 28-8, 34-2. I hate to say it as somewhat of an Arkansas fan, but I think Arizona is just gonna be a lot better. I kind of think Arkansas is gonna get stomped tomorrow night. You look at the odds, Arizona's got a 76% chance to win according to ESPN. I can understand that. You go look at the lines, Arizona's favored by -7.5. Yeah, and the money line's -360. Crazier things have happened. It would be quite the upset and disrupt a lot of brackets, but I mean, the safe assumption here is Arizona's probably going to win. And to be honest, it might kind of be like the Florida game. It might just be a total ass whooping. So, if I had to pick something, I might take Arizona, but I'm going to stay away from the game. Just wanted to go over it. We can check the Ken Palm. Um, Arizona's number 2. Arkansas is 17. So yeah, by all metrics, by all stats, this one's going to go Arizona, and it looks like they're a much better team. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a 10-point victory or more. But anyway, that's my thoughts on the Arkansas game. I'm gonna throw it over to Garrison with Champion Sports to give y'all some more coverage and thoughts on that, and then give out his free pick for Thursday.
What's up, y'all? It's Garrison. I like Trent's pick that he just gave there, the Houston play. I remember I blurted out there, but I bet Michigan in that play when they play. I did not bet Michigan. I bet Illinois. Is a game at home earlier on in the season, and I really thought it was a good spot for Illinois there, and they just didn't show up. The final score doesn't even really do justice of how poorly they played in that game, in my opinion. But also, I was a tad bit biased because I had some money on them to win the ball game. So of course, I'm gonna feel that type of way about them. But yeah, I think that Houston's a formidable opponent, just like that. Love the pick. The one that I'm gonna dive into here, I kind of looked through. Trent mentioned that he said that majority of the teams that are, we know it, they're really good teams. They deserve to be here, but um, I'm going to take a stab at Texas here. I think that they were the one team that sticks out like a sore thumb to me, so I'm going to go ahead and fade them tomorrow. Think it's a great spot for Purdue. They seem like they're a team that's hitting their stride. They've been playing well, and they've been covering. They've been covering when they've been playing these teams. So I see no reason to get in front of them tomorrow. I got them at -7.5. Gave it out to clients at 105. Really like that play. So yeah, giving you that one out for free here. Kind of look at some of these numbers while I read off these. If you've never looked at this website, uh, this is a free game for you. It's teamrankings.com. They've got a lot of interesting stuff. You can just look up teams. Or that I'm sure people have looked at this stuff before because y'all are all just so sharp. So yeah, you've all looked at stuff like this before, and yeah, let you look at some of this Purdue stuff, some of this Texas stuff, some of those numbers. I mean, I just think that Purdue is the better team all in all together. I think they're going to put kind of like that Duke play that we gave out the other day. I think they're just going to put together 40 minutes of good basketball. There may be, hey, there may even be a point where they, what if they start out poorly? They could. They may start out slow. Texas may kind of come out and kind of hit them in the mouth a little bit, but what's that matter? This team's going to play 40 minutes of basketball, whereas Texas is probably going to play 25 good minutes of basketball. So those are my thoughts without giving you some of these numbers or whatever. Just to kind of add on with those numbers, I wrote down these premiums. This one may not be a popular one. I know a lot of people probably would like to back Texas on the points tomorrow. I get that, but really, I really like Purdue in this matchup. The Boilermakers have gone a perfect 8-0 this season in neutral site games. And in those games, they have a point per game differential of plus 15.8 points per games in those 8 matchups. So they've been beating teams. If they beat a team, if they hit on the average tomorrow, we're going to easily cover. So that's going to be perfect. Purdue ranks first nationally in offensive efficiency and eighth in 3-point shooting, 38.8%. I don't believe. Double check the 3-point shooting here for you. I looked at that one. Not even have it on this because that's not. I kind of looked at this a little early on and I kind of upgraded to something else. But oh, 3-point. Yeah, here we go. This one, 38. Yeah, perfect on the money. So those both check off there. I didn't even look at that earlier. But yeah, this one also gave that they were first nationally in offensive efficiency. I don't think that there is off ways. Yeah. Let you look at some of these Texas ones too. I don't got them down, but Purdue's also been averaging they've been shooting 50.7% from the field in their last 10 games. I was looking at that earlier. They've been shooting almost 41% from the 3-point line in their last 10 games. So they've been playing really well. Also wrote down Texas is coming off of 3 tournament victories, all against they were underdogs in every single game. But let's not forget that this is the same Texas team that limped into the finish line of the season, losing 5 of their last 6 regular season games. So I remember that. I'm sure that some of y'all kind of just picked up watching some of this with March Madness. But yeah, this Texas team, some of these wins were good. I had them winning against BYU in that one game, and then I actually didn't. I didn't bet that one first 4 games. Played NC State, but I did. I did like Texas in that game. I had them on my bracket. I wasn't confident enough to bet them though because I'm truly not that high on them. I've watched a lot of SEC basketball this year. I'm not all that high on them. Uh, Purdue will be a completely different animal than the first 3 teams that they played. Even Gonzaga, I think I wasn't that high on Gonzaga, and I felt stupid because I picked them on my bracket in that game, and I believe yeah, I would have to double check, but yeah, I picked Gonzaga in that game. Of course I did. I mean, I figured Gonzaga would be like everyone's favorite pick, but honestly, I don't know why I did because they're really not even that. Looking back, I don't think they were all that good. It was just that EK guy that carried their team. But yeah, I believe Purdue is peaking at the right time, and I see no reason to step in front of them here tomorrow. And honestly, it seems like the public would. I would think. I don't know. I'm just surprised that this line hasn't moved down to like 6.5. Honestly, that's kind of what I wanted to happen. I figured that that could happen, and it just never really did. So I just went and took that 7.5. Um, maybe I should have been looking at these a little bit earlier at open or whatever. I really wanted to get that number, but yeah, go ahead and lay the 7.5. That's going to be my free pick that I'm going to give you tomorrow. Really like that play. 4% play that I gave out to clients. So let's see how we go. I'm giving you that one for free. Gonna also give you some thoughts here on this Arkansas and Arizona game, like Trent did. You know, as an Arkansas fan, you would look this line here. Plus 7.5 was plus 8.5. I even saw plus 9.5 at one point. Kind of juiced. Plus 9.5. I saw at one point. If this is the time where you want, I honestly, I don't think I'm gonna bet this game unless by some chance this comes down to like a if I can get a flat 6.5 around 115, I would be interested in that on Arizona. I'm sorry, guys. I'm into this to make money. I don't let bias get in the way. So yeah, that would probably be my play if it does come down to 6.5. If it does, I'm just telling you, I'm gonna bet it. Sorry, not sorry. Probably gonna cash. You remember that Florida game? It's kind of did not go our way, really didn't go our way, and it happened so quickly. And the, I don't know. I want the Razorbacks to win. So saying all that, don't bash me. I want them to win. I just can't here at this number. I mean, literally looking at all the stuff that I've looked at all season, Arizona's the if if they're not first, they're up there in first in like all defensive like efficiency things and things of that nature. You know, they're up there high in those stats, and Arkansas is really high in those offensive stats as well. So it's kind of like just a clash of complete, styles right there. A good offensive team and a good defensive team. Looking at it just on the surface right there, and then Arizona, they score the two ball well, and those big man. There was actually a player prop that we were looking at. I kind of like it. I may actually put a little money on it. I don't know. We'll see. I may give it out to clients, so we'll see. And I'd say that the got a little premium area that I've been giving out some plays. Uh, but yeah, been doing good as well. Let me talk a little about that as well. Let me pull up these NBA games. Hopefully, I say that and I don't jinx it. But had Celtics plus 2.5, 3% play. Looks like that's going to cash as long as the Thunder don't somehow score 10 points in 30 seconds, which who knows? I guess could happen. And then let's go see what happened. Heat game. Heat game was a 4% play that I gave out to clients, and they won 120 to 103 against Cleveland Cavs in Cleveland. Took them plus 3, 4% play. Yeah, so these premiums been doing pretty well. Nice 2-0 day to day. Can't complain there. NBA, sadly, it's going to come to an end soon. Uh, they'll have about 13 to 14 more regular season games, I believe, somewhere in that range, and playoffs will start. But that's something I get really excited about. So I know everyone's going to be kind of down in the dumps whenever this March Madness stuff ends. There's going to be good basketball coming up. Everyone kind of wants to bash on the NBA or whatever. I've watched a lot of NBA this year, and I'll tell you this: those are some skilled people. Some skilled players. So a lot of times it's a damn step down watching these college basketball games. I'll just tell you that, in my opinion, and it just truly is. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, I've heard some people bash on the NBA before growing up or whatever, and I've always loved the NBA. Like, I just think that's so stupid. You don't want to watch the best players in the world, but you'd rather everyone's like, oh, I like college ball more. Like, I get it. Like, there's this NIL stuff's changed it. Let's be real. But yeah, no, I mean, I kind of get where they're coming from, but I just think that I used to think that was such a crazy take. Like, oh, I hate the NBA. I mean, it's stupid. Like, okay, well then, oh well, we're not going to get into all that. But yeah, we've been doing good in those premiums. Uh, like Arizona, if it comes down to -6 tomorrow, I'm not biased. I'll just tell you that I'm in this to make money. And if you hop in that premium section, get you a weekly or monthly, or may even set up a little daily subscription thing if someone wants access to that. But yeah, hit me up in the comments or whatever if you have any questions. But been doing well in there, so hop in there. I'd say it's not wise to fade us. We've been talking about a couple. People will reach out and ask for help on some of these. They'll be like, "What do you think on this game or whatever?" And give them your thoughts. And then it's like, "Why are you fading? Why are you trying to fade us?" They'll literally like send me they'll be like, "I lost." Like, why did you even ask me what I thought then? I just think that's crazy. So yeah, but got a good crew in that premium section right now. A lot of good people. A lot of people just looking to make money. That's what we're on here. We ain't biased. We ain't gonna try to you know hide anything from anyone. I'm trying to help everyone eat. So yeah, that's what that is. But thoughts on the Purdue game. Thoughts on the Arkansas game. I'm gonna go watch the rest of this. Well, actually, I guess there's really no reason. It's down fucking Yankees beating down on the Giants in there. So yeah, I'll get off my rant. But yeah, college basketball picks. Garrison here at Champion Sports. I'm going to pass it back over to T Will, let him wrap up the video. Hope y'all enjoy the video, and we'll see y'all soon.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for watching the video. Lock the picks in. Quit trying to fade everybody. Get your picks in. Get your money. It's March. It's money making March. you know, stick around, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're going to be doing a how to blow up your DraftKings account speed run tutorial video, and then we're going to show you how to not do that. So those videos are coming up. So, I mean, if you want to blow up the DraftKings account, go ahead, start fading all the champion sports picks. We'll show you how to do it. Go ahead and get a head start on that. But no, seriously, tail of the picks. Follow me on X. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you all for watching. Enjoy the games on Thursday. Stick around. May have some picks for Friday dropping. We'll give you the post notifications on that. We'll send out the links on X and whatnot else. So appreciate y'all. Have a good night. See you in the next one.
We also said it in the end of the video. You're gonna blow up your damn DraftKings account if you try to fade us. So quit trying to fade us here at Champion Sports Consulting.